The Lost Lights of St Kilda by Elisabeth Gifford. It's a historical fiction novel set on the Scottish island of St Kilda. In 1927, Fred Lawson takes a summer job there and meets Chrissy Gillies, who at the time is just 19 years old. Chrissy is hired as a cook for Fred and his group of researchers, and the two of them start a friendship that shouldn't really be allowed to develop into something more, but of course it will. Little does Fred know that this is the last community of people that will live on the island of St Kilda, because only 3 years later the island is evacuated and the islanders are near dead from starvation. Years on from that, Fred is in a German prisoner of war camp, and to help him deal with the horrors surrounding him, he tells the story of the island and the woman that he loved, and he starts to wonder about Chrissy, and does she ever think of him too? This was quite slow, to be honest. I don't think anything really happened until around 80-odd%. I mean, I know Fred is telling the story of the island and Chrissy, so there is a lot of description about day-to-day life on St Kilda and what the people did and how they lived. And I did really enjoy those descriptions, but there wasn't really an awful lot going on other than milking the cows and catching the seabirds to eat. But I did really love Chrissy and Fred, and so that was mainly what kept me reading, to be honest. I really wanted to find out if Fred ever made his way back to Chrissy and what would happen. And if I'm being totally honest, I was kind of disappointed by it. I had high expectations because I love historical fiction and I also love Scotland, so I thought this would be the one for me. And while, like I say, I did want to keep reading to just find out what happened with Fred and Chrissy, I did find myself a little bit bored. But I wouldn't say it was the worst book in the world, and I would give it 3 stars, and you can make up your own mind if you want to read it or not based on that.